Welcome to Nabeel Math Academy. This is Dr. Mohammed Nabeel. In this video, we are going to discuss about the derivative using the chain rule. So when you have to use the chain rule, so actually when you have a function of function, a composition function, we will use a chain rule. So let us give an example here. Suppose if I have a f of g of x. So what is the derivative for this term? So the derivative is y prime is equal. First you have to differentiate the outer function, and after that, so you have to go inside into g of x into g of x. So this is a composition function. Whenever you will have a composition function, we will use the chain rule. Function of function are there. We are using chain rule. Let us solve the problems. So So here, and one more thing, you have to go from left to right. So always you have to go from left to right. The function from left, and you have to move inside. So first I differentiate here f, after that I will differentiate g. But when you have a power and the root, give the first preference for the power. So first I will differentiate this one here. Actually here you will have two functions. What are they? Number one, this is the power. Number two is the inside function. So this is the first one and this is the second, number two. So let us do this part. So here y prime is equal 10 times of, this is power n. So power differentiation is over. Power differentiation is over. Now you have to differentiate the inside, the number 2. So which is what here we will have the differentiation of inside, which is equal x power 3 is 3x square. The 1 become 0. When you multiply, simplify, so the answer will be y prime is equal 30x square into x power 3 plus 1 to the power n. So this is the final answer. Now let us go to the next problem. Here we will have here root. So I will take it to the numerator. You will get x square plus x plus 1 to the power 1 over 3 with the negative sign. Then we will have here x square. Now I have to apply the power, the composition function. This is actually a composition function. How the differentiation should be start. So I have to start with the power first. This is the first differentiation you have to do. The next one, it is inside. So let us do this part. Here y prime is equal minus 1 to the power 1 over 3 whole to the power minus 1 over 3 minus 1. This is the rule for x power n rule. What is x power n rule? N into x power n minus 1. So this is a y prime. So same rule we are applying here. It is x square plus x plus 1. This is first term is over. Now what about the inside? The second term. So the second term is given by 2x plus 1. The 1 becomes 0. The constant becomes 0. So you have this first and second. Now you will simplify. What is the simplify here? Y prime is equal, so minus 1 over 3 x square plus x plus 1 to the power minus 4 over 3 into 2x plus 1. That's it. So this is the final answer. Now the next one here, the same rule is the polynomial with the power. First thing you will do it what? The power first, and then I have to go with this one. This is the first derivative. This is the first one, and the second was inside. So this is number 2. So let us go with this one. So first, if you differentiate the power, the y prime becomes 5 times of to the power 4. So the remaining terms will be inside same, no change in the inside term. After that, multiply. It is not the product, it is not the plus, it should be always in the product. So what is the product of the second term inside? So it is 6x square minus 10x. The 4 become 0 since it is a constant. So thereafter you cannot simplify. leave it as it is. And similarly, we will have a 1 over cube root of 3. So I can rewrite this step as x power 2 minus 1 to the power minus 1 over 3. Now when you apply the power, so what are the derivative? First is this one, the power you have to do. The number 2 is inside. So you have to go with the inside. So what is the derivative? So it is y prime is equal minus 1 over 3 whole to the power minus 1 over 3 minus 1. And the remaining terms will be inside same. After that, this is done. Now I have to differentiate the inside term. So what is the derivative of x square minus 1, which is equals 2x minus 1 becomes 0. Now, if you simplify this part, you will get y prime is equal minus 2 over 3 x square minus 1 to the power minus 4 over 3. So that's it. Now, the next question is g dash g of theta. The variable, it is a variable only. In place of x, we will have a theta. That's it. So I will differentiate this part. So how will you differentiate g prime? How will you calculate? What is the order? So the first thing you have to give the preference for the power. This is number one. Number two is cosine. And number three is the inside term. So let us go with this part. So the first one, I have to give the preference for the power. So what is the power here? So it is g prime of theta is equal 2 times of cosine power 1. So it is cosine power 1. Power is over. Finish. Number 2. What is number 2 here? The number 2 is sine. What is the sine differentiation? Sine differentiation is minus cosine. Whenever you have a minus, introduce a bracket. Write it in the bracket. So minus sine times of 2 theta plus 5. Then product. Again, I have to multiply the last one inside, because there is a three functions you have to differentiate. The first power, the next cosine, the next inside. When you differentiate inside, so 2 theta, theta is here as a x. So the 2x become 1, the 5 becomes 0. So therefore, this is the final answer. If you multiply the final answer, you will get the minus. You can bring it the minus here. It become minus 4. 2 into 2, 4. Cosine 2 theta plus 5 into sine 2 theta plus 5. So this is the final g prime of theta. G prime of theta. Then we will have the next one here. G prime y is equal sine power 3. So what is the first one here? So we will have this order. So I will make use of this one. The first one is the power. The next one is the sine. And the next one I have the inside. The first is this part. The number 2. And this is 3. And this is 4. So you will have the 4 functions you have. Let us go with this one by one. Now the first one, I write it here. Y prime is equal to the power sine square of cosine x square is same. This is done. This is done. The first part is over. What about the next one? The next one is sine, which is cosine. Cosine of cosine x square. After that, the number 3. What is the number 3? It is sine differentiation. Cosine differentiation is sine x power 2. And the last one, it is 2x. If you see this part, you will have 4 functions. This is the number 1. The first part, the power. The next one, sine differentiation cosine. The number 3 is sine of x square, which is minus, that is cosine of minus is minus sine of x square. And inside we have x square as 2x. So if you want to simplify, you can just multiply the term and you can write it this one. You can bring it minus inside here in the front. Minus 6 sine square cosine of x square, and then cosine x square, and then sine of x square into x. So you are bringing the x on the front. So that's it. So you have the four functions. Now let us go to the next question. Here we will have how many functions. Number one is e, number two is sine, number three is the function. So how will you differentiate? So this is the number one. Y prime is equal e to the power x is e to the power x. This is e is over now. E is over. Now into, what about the next one? Sine differentiation is cosine. Cosine x square plus 4x plus 1. Cosine is over. What about inside, which is equal to x plus 4? So if you see here, you have a three differentiation. So what are they? So this is the number one, the e differentiation, then sine differentiation cosine, then the inside x square plus 4x plus 1, it is 2x plus 4. So this is the final answer. You cannot simplify further, leave it as it is. Now the next one here, we will have the how many functions you have to take. This is the number one, cosine, then sine, then inside. You have to take the inside. Let us go with this. So sine y prime is equal, cosine differentiation is sine 3 theta. So this is done. Number two. What is number two? So sine differentiation is cosine 3 theta. So this is also done. Now the last part is when you differentiate 3 theta. 3 theta means 3x. When you differentiate 3x, it becomes 3. So here the variable is theta. Therefore you will get 3. So it is 3. Now if you see this one, so you will get the three functions. This is number 1, and this is 2, and this is 3. So this is the chain rule. Now the next one is the equation of a tangent line to the curve given by the curve. So this is x1, y1. So we have the formula y minus y1 m times of x minus x1. So but I have to find m. So how will you find the m? M is nothing but y prime. But how will you calculate y prime? This is the chain rule. You have to apply 1. This is 2. So it is sine differentiation is cosine of sine x. This is the first done. What about the next part? The next part is sine differentiation is cosine x. Now I have to substitute the value of x equal 0. When I substitute 0, you will get y prime, that is equals m is given by cosine of sine 0 and into cosine 0. And we know that cosine 0 is 1, sine 0 is 0. So therefore, I just substitute the value here. So you will get cosine 0 into 1. But cosine 0 is again 1. So it is 1 into 1, which is equal 1. So I got it. The slope is equal, m is equal 1. I substitute the value here. Y minus pi into 1, x minus 0. Here x, and bring it the pi here, it become plus pi. This is equal y. So this is the equation of a tangent line. Thank you.